A secret exposed. Wait, what? A shameful truth has reached the light of day. My vassal, Mayor Pelayu, has copulated with my vassal, Mayor Wininitilda. Such things cannot be accepted outside of marriage. There's a lot of mayor fornicating, and he's actually pretty good. He's also my knight, but he's a rubbish knight. He's pretty good at diplomacy. I might have wanted to have him doing that instead of the way things are. But maybe that's why he's good at diplomacy, you know? He does the fornication. So God will judge these sinners. And what does that actually do? It doesn't do anything new. Everything has happened already. So I think I can just imprison him. Out of wedlock. It is no secret that my vassal may... Well, now it is. And she's carrying a child conceived through a sinful union. She is not a married woman, after all. However, who fathered the child has been a mystery until now. Mayor Pelayo is the one responsible. Okay. Well, he's very crouched in that particular picture. But he apparently doesn't have the crime of fornicator. No, he does. He does have the crime of fornicator. Actually, that's a fame trait. I'm not really 100% sure I know what that does. 64% chance to arrest him. But because he's a man, he has the lawful God-given right of fornicating. So I can't do that and imprison him. That said, that is sort of a hook. Yeah, well, we'll figure it out. I mean, I can't really... It would be very hypocritical of me to be... Oh, something happened up there. To be, judging. King Ordoño has passed away. So, this is my cousin who has died. I didn't know he looked like that. Because he was old. Maybe he didn't like his face. The twists and turns of fate have not always been to my advantage. God know that I was cursed the day I met King Veramondo today. However, that curse has been lifted. Fate has smiled upon me and brought that loathsome spawn of hell to his grave. Yes, and my cousin was killed actually by Sicily. Fearless villain. No, she's a lovely lady, and she is indeed unmarried. I wonder if I could maybe marry her to my Sanshu over here. You know what, Sanshu? I'm sure you're gonna love that. You guys have fun. I think. Wait, what's your age? I mean, yeah, she's experienced. You're gonna enjoy it. But yeah, that's pretty good. So that was brilliant. She was. Wait, actually, I probably should look specifically at where she came from. Go away, please. She's from Zamora. Man, the people here from Zamora are just absolutely ruthless all the time. Not one day too soon. That's fantastic. Now, of course, the kingdom might be in tatters, but we don't worry too much about that. It is not. It's actually King Ordoño II, who likes me, and is not allied to me. Wow. He's got children. Unmarried children. Well, there's going to be a lot of marriages then. He probably will marry things pretty soon. Greetings, my benevolent vassal. I accept your marriage proposal. That's very nice. However, your children, can I do the marriage? Yes, maybe. My half-brother, my son, in fact. Would that be a good thing? How is she? She's a twin. Oh, they're twins. Why, that would just make things even more interesting then, wouldn't they? Which one of the twins is better? They seem to be the same. Which is relatively to be expected. It's sort of to be expected, to be honest. They're very tiny little kids. But so are my children. It's fine, right? Not at all weird and weird. Did your wife marry somebody else before? She does have a child. Count Domingo. Right, but I can't do anything about you. Aren't you the leader of Lyon? Yes, you are. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, that's a very, very good position for them. Wow, they're ruthless, but they pulled it off. Zamora. Honestly, they should like me all the time. They should like me because I've fought for them when everybody else wanted to kill at least his grandfather. Anyway, let's actually. No, actually, his. Oh, did your parents get constantly blinded? Was it Fruela Ordeñez? Yes. Wait, you're the brother. Fruela Fruelas died. At 27, my god. Could have been because of fights and stuff. It looks like it, actually. Because he was in Braga there. And yeah, there's a lot of okay, so maybe they don't have all of the reasons to like me. But they also do. They are related. Ah, dang it! I can't marry the twins! Maybe I can marry them to somebody else, though. Just, ruin his... Guillermo. Definitely not. Really, really upset about that whole situation. Okay, well, I'm not gonna be able to marry the twins. But hopefully they'll be like the two queens of Zamora. Wouldn't that be amazing? They'd just be like rulers and forget this marriage nonsense. We're just gonna like take fools and have children of whoever. It doesn't matter. We're just the queens now, and then they will rule over here. That'd be badass. But you can't tell that story with this game, I don't think. Probably you can make a mod to tell that story with this game. But yeah, we're good. We're good. It's lovely, lovely. So our family story is not going to get even more messed up than it already is. A faction has been created against my king, who actually, you know what? Actually, I probably should join that faction against my liege to create independence. Is that what it is? To install Duke Rodolfo of Cantabria on the Asturian throne, which is where we are. No, you're a terrible person, aren't you? You also don't have children. Why don't just... She's... Okay, what? Where's she from, by the way? She's House Carling O'Hagenberg. Did you go and get her off the north again? Yes, you did. I say again, but I did the same, so it's like... Yeah. But... we can't do anything about that. Dynasty head has changed. And he replaced me. Our beards are phenomenal. Isn't he maimed? He's got like... He is injured, isn't he? He's wounded. Martial perk has been unlocked. I was expecting that. And that is going to be... It's going to take a little while. Because we want absolute control. I think we're gaining... I'm not really sure what makes us gain experience. But we're definitely gaining experience. It's not bad. Council invitation. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, to the Marshal. Yeah, absolutely. As an influential duke, thank you very much. That is going to give me, I think, cheaper prices, potentially. It definitely gives me more levies. So, that's good news. Cheaper prices on the army maintenance is what I was going to say. A liar's pay. I was shocked when I caught Fort trying to steal. Oh, he is a little bit chubby on the side. He's actually curious and deceitful. That's what he gained right now, I'm pretty sure. And he's robust. Oh, that's probably why he's... Yeah, that works really well. Trying to steal from the travel chest of the visiting Mayor Pedro, who is much older than he is and should know better. So, yeah. He blamed a game another child had invented, but I could tell he was lying. Yes, I could. So he gains deceitful. He actually keeps deceitful, but I will gain stress if I want to educate him. Deceitful would increase intrigue, but obviously decreases piety and a bunch of other bad things. So do I want humble? That's actually... Humble is not bad at all. Honest lowers intrigue and increases diplomacy and piety. No, humble is not too good either. I misread that. I saw a lot of green numbers and I was like, this is good. No, be honest and we'll see others open to you. And then you can stab them in the back and screw their wife like I did. Then you're gonna know what's good. Prisoners can be ransomed. Speaking of which. Oh. Oh, this is the little kid. She pays me $10. But she can't afford better. So. 210. Yes, she will accept it. So the little kid will be released. But the wife is not. Or the... There it is. Where did you go, by the way? Because your mother is in prison, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Son of Mayor of Pelayo. Greetings, my liege. I hereby invite you to a feast at my court in Aveiro. It will be a grand affair, worthy of your honorable presence. And I probably should decline, but I think that has to do with the swaying situation. A warm welcome. Every guest is gathered in the Great Hall, and our gracious host, Count Ponce, has welcomed us all to the feast. I look forward to this. And yeah, I think that has to do with the scheme. They get hooks on us and stuff like that if we're unlucky. What right does Count Ponce think he has to claim that my ideas of warfare are misguided? Claiming that my ideas would break down the moment combat is met. What does he know, really? That didn't go very well, did it? Lower opinion. I probably should plan to kill him. That said, discussions of strategy is a nice thing. At least Pons showed you that you are able to defend your understanding of martial lifestyle. And, yeah, that didn't go very well. Obviously, we're still trying to sway him, but, yeah. Mutual spirits. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Count Pons. We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seem to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with him, and that increases his opinion by 15. So that was lucky. Returning home, what a feast! I will remember the days spent in Count Pons's hall for a long time. Now it is time to wash off the traces of merriment and wine, and once more resume my duties as a lord of the realm. Farewell, my steward. And that is... I lose stress, and he gains opinion. That's very important, because now he likes me. And that's 6 months until I can sway him, but honestly, I'm more interested in starting to sway my wife again. I wouldn't mind having another kid, but we'll see what happens with that. Our money situation is just getting better and better. I'm really glad for that. I'm not 100% sure why he does that, but I like that. So we're worrying about control at the moment, and I'm not going to go to Astorga, even though I probably should. That said, Portugal... Let's look at our decision for Portugal. We are going to need to be an independent ruler, which is fine. I think. We're also going to need to control Coimbra and Aslamid. What the heck is that? Is that Alameda? You completely control Aslamid. What? Oh, it's Alentejo. Well, actually, it wouldn't be. It would be Ribatejo over here, I believe. No, that's Beta. Yeah. Would it? No, I'm not sure. This is Extremadura. Over here, more or less. Aslamid. Interesting name. Emirate of Beja. Beja is a city... Évora is northern? Yeah, Beja is over there. Évora is over here. That's right. So... that's going to be a bit of a tricky thing, isn't it? I really don't want to spend my piety at the moment, so we're not really going to worry about the south. And besides, I don't think that it's going to be a whole lot of trouble. So King Ordoño is being attacked by... Speaking of a lot of trouble, our king is being attacked. And he hopefully doesn't... Oh, well... Oh. If you lose, Barony of Bragança will become theirs. Really? I will declare war against them and bring France down upon their face. They don't know what they're messing with. They're declaring war for the County of Bragança, specifically. Count Pons has been swayed. Let's try to romance my wife or seduce her. 20%. It's just brutal. That said, I will do it because we can get another kid even though it doesn't work. Or it may not work, because the 20% is just become lovers rather than anything else. So he's fighting down there, which is good enough, but I really need to join the war. Offer to join war. Yeah. I mean, I absolutely have to. It's going to be 3 months until that's back, so that's pretty good. We're going to raise our levies. That said, the war is kind of amazing. It's kind of like they're very powerful. 300 and yeah, we're just gonna need to raise the levies immediately. So we're not spending much money, but we are spending a lot of money. That's very unfortunate. So we're gonna invade Salamanca. We could invade. Let's actually keep track of what we have. We could invade Viseu because it's right next door, and that would separate them enough that it might. Oh, and they have friends. That might separate them. That it might. I don't know what's gonna happen. So they're coming sort of this way. No, they're fighting. What? The Batalha da Branch. Obviously battle. But who's this guy? A peasant revolt. That's what you get. That's not our territory. That's 1,400 coming from there. Our wife is pregnant now. In fact, that probably means that I should stop the thing. I don't know. Let's hope that this happens before they arrive. Spouses skills, architectural expertise for extra stewardship. Very nice. 6. Come on. They're gonna arrive. And they're just getting a lot of allies. Come on. It's not gonna... Oh, it did happen. Okay, this is pretty important because if I'm lucky, the rules will change now. They didn't. There's nothing lucky about this. I will die. Wow. Our knight Guillermo was wounded. Our knight Sancho Pereira has been wounded. And that is a defeat. That's bad news. That's really bad news. So they were wounded. And of course we go up there. Low control. Garrison size minus 30%. That's bad news. Let's defend. Bragança. If they want to come, they're going to have to take it. And we're going to be recouping some of our losses. That said, they are definitely going to take it. Something unusual. Anyone can buy a token of affection, big or small. If I want to impress Duchess Emma, I should send her something truly special. A handkerchief with my crest on it. That sounds like a lovely time. Let's go with that. To my perceptive Wimarano. Thank you so much for the crested handkerchief you gave me. I can scarcely remember the last time receiving such a gift. I gave you a gift before. So I'll lose Bragança. Let's see if I can disband the army. Tough luck, man. You became the new dynasty head. Yeah. Well, you don't have allies, dude. My son, Wimarano. Sounds like a good time. No, actually, it doesn't, because it gets very confusing. Gimiano. Antonio. Antonino, actually. Let's go with that. Antonino. So now Bragança is under siege. And, well, it's still, I mean, I can't do anything about that, dude. It's just... You are in line to inherit titles. Yeah, they messed up. In fact, if he dies... Our consular has died, so that's a bit of a bummer. But if he dies, that probably isn't a bad thing. Our marshal has died. Oh, he was one of the very old marshals. So Count Pons can be reassigned. The Baron... Nobody specifically wants a position, right? Count Pero Guimaranes of Bragança. He's probably going to die, and also he's not that great. So let's just get Baron Almondo over here. And also, I should not have had him do that. Let's get Coruña to be under control. It's going to take a little while, but we're not going to worry too much about that. Cousin killed in siege. Tough luck. Hermenezinda. That's just, you know, just how it goes. It's bad. It's bad things for you. This is bad. You should not have done what you did. We're going to maybe get Bragança back. But it's not going to be in this war, is all I'm saying. This is bad news. All of this is bad news. So, first off, we have things over here. I gain stress, and they get accustomed to foraging. I can pay, or I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so now that I've made a decision to take stress, if I lose, obviously, which I think I can take, 35... No, I cannot. I will... No, that's bad news. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. It's the one as before. To my benevolent Wimarano, I call on you to honor our alliance, to join me in West France's claim on the Kingdom of Italy. This is a bit of a problem, because I will lose a bunch of fame if I say no. But if I say yes... then I'm on a war against Italy. This is really bad. You are an idiot. I'll accept, though. We're still allied to France, even though it's weird. I'll accept it. Hard rule, dread gain, siege progress against revolts, increase military. That's good. Okay, good. We just need to progress there. It's not that big of a deal. And then powerful vassals expect positions. That'll be Count Ramiro Eldonzes, who is in Tui. And he's a young one. Did your parent die? Oh, he's my brother. Oh, he came of age. Nice. Good for you, mate. You are relatively good at learning, but it's not something I can rely on. Yeah, you're just gonna have to be there for a little while. I am in really deep trouble right now. Let me make sure my wife is managing domain. That is good. Let's just collect money. Of course, Bragança is gonna... I'm gonna lose a little bit of money from Bragança. That's the biggest issue. And the people who, you know, the levies. The celebrations had come to an end, and now let's be entertained. No, is that good? Something pious like Golden Legend. I think that is what I need. That was specifically the name of the thing before, yeah. As the clerk drones on and on, I can tell, oh, her attention is sleeping. And now it's the same as before. Okay, well, that's a shame. Well, you might get lucky, and she's pregnant anyway, so we'll see. Terrible war is ravaging the country. And a huge... It's scarier than it looks, don't worry about it. It's a huge territory. And I might even steal it if we get lucky, which we won't get lucky, don't worry about it. This is a terrible position. I knew the claim shouldn't have been there. Shifting interests. I was watching Enrique play with other children when Manrique tried to push him over. The moment did not last long, as Enrique soon had made an entirely new game out of it and forgotten the previous game entirely. So he gets fickle, which seems like just something that a child will do. So he's lower at stewardship, but he's better at resisting hostile schemes. And I can get my stress up a little bit, which would send me... Yeah, but I think this is important. Is it important? Because he loses the fickle and gets martial. What is he like? Stewardship. And he gets forgiving for that. Probably. Yeah, Enrique must be taught to turn the other cheek. And I gain stress because of how critical it is. And there it is. You have been overwhelmed by stress. Let's find out what's going to happen. Guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. All of my sins, my flaws, my failings. These dark thoughts distract me from my responsibilities and keep me awake at night. I feel like I must do something to put an end to this mental anguish. But what could it possibly be? I must confess all my wrongdoings. You gain contrite. And I also gain this general opinion -5 because I gain disturbing confession. The contrite lowers my intrigue, but is good for stress loss. Or I could gain improvident, which increases my diplomacy, but my monthly income lowers, and I also lose money. That's terrible. I don't like it. And do I lose sinner? I don't even lose sinner. And of course, I can just gain more stress, which wouldn't be necessarily a good thing. Let's go with this one. If you are still stressed after 5 years, yeah, we'll figure it out. I must confess all of my wrongdoing. You have gained a trait contrite. You are no longer overwhelmed by stress. Sieges are going on right there. Not endorsed by the bishop. Let us try to seduce you. Is he actually bisexual? He is. Good job. Let's see. Educate child. Is he a kid? No. Sway. Yes. 64. Let's do that. Go away. Let's keep an eye on the war here. Our liege absolutely did a bad job with everything that's going on. Unworthy peasants. While I was in the castle town with Fort, his attention was caught by a criminal chained to the pillory. Fort lifted his head and made a show of ignoring the criminals begging for water. So he gets arrogant, which is extra prestige. But people just don't like him in general. And also, he's a buffoon. So let's go ahead and let them know he's... Yeah, absolutely. That's good enough. An enemy ally joins the war. You're just toast, man. You're just absolutely toast. You cannot... No, actually, on this war, you're okay. How come? Oh, it was probably like a claim. Oh. It was the claim of West Francia. West Francia is going to be quite something. In terms of, you know, a power. Sinful priest has been exposed. Yeah, things are not too good over here. Just how it goes. And an enemy joined the war. But that's for the other one. It's probably fine. We're not going to send our armies, though. They can suck on a lemon. What happened? You can ransom the mayor with... Oh, yes, I can. But I don't need to. She is gaining interest. She will be worth 30. Maybe. She's probably going to die in prison. War declared on Liege by King Ordoño is being attacked by Countess Belesquita. Who the heck are you? Oh. Well, tough luck. You're being attacked by everybody. Siege of Braganza has been lost. Our count has been taken prisoner. Which is a bit of a shame. Was he good? He was the son of Count Pero. No, not our count. Our cousin. Yeah, your son is gone. Yeah, should have taken better care of him. The bad things going on over here. There's absolutely no way here. Lessons from the past. Though I will surely see many battlefields before I meet my maker. My library holds tales of war from 100 lifetimes. I have recently acquired a tome and on the great siege of Constantinople, as well as a time-worn scroll written in some ancient language. Who knows what forgotten secrets it holds? So we got a study in an old battle for 10 years, which is really cool. And I probably will do that, read the tome, the newer tome. Or I could translate the older tome, but it's very unlikely that I will succeed in that, because I will fail to decipher the scroll. Let's read the newer tome. So they're going to take Porto, so they're probably going to take us hostage and things. Just bad news. There's no way I can stand this. The fact that I can't ask for help from Francia. Not that they would help, but these jerks didn't ask. So I'm going to have to pay. Oh, they are running away. That's good news. Neighboring ruler lost war. Did you? Lyon lost the war against Cantabria. And you lost that bit. That's what you get. Yeah. Well, good thing that they really don't care about more than Braganza. That said, I could potentially go over there and be like, hey, you're not going to mind this, are you? I'd love to do that. Our soldiers are in a good position for that. They would definitely come for me, though. King Ordonio is being attacked by Emir Fruela. Wait a minute. Fruela is now an Emir? Or is this a different one? No, it's the same names. It's confusing. A helping hand. Your vassal, Mayor Pedro, recently found himself in a bit of trouble. Duchess Emma smiles kindly as she continues. I made sure the situation was resolved, and to mention you as a benefactor. Well, thank you very much. Excellent work. I do gain a weak hook on Pedro over here, who is just a knight, and is old as well. A good deed needs no repayment, and I'm going to gain a little bit of that, which is good as well. Increase control. Country corruption. Wait. What do you mean? Country of Coruña lost lack of sheriffs. Oh, nice. That's really nice. Alliance. I think our alliance has expired. That means... Wait a minute. What? West Francia lost a... Did they finish a war? Did you just get... You just got... I don't think I can marry your child, right? How about that? Minus 60. Patrilineal Marriage. Oh yeah, how about a... Yeah, I could give him away. It would be matrilineal land. Oh my god! She's possessed? Nobody's gonna want her. That's potentially good. They don't have that many troops. But... What am I doing right now? I'm trying to sway... Yeah. Okay. They're still at war, most likely. So I'm gonna try to sway them so that I can then marry my kid off. A fine balance. In the heat of combat, decisiveness is often what separates victory from defeat. When the time comes, I know how I will act. And I get aggressive attacker, enemy fatal, casualties plus 25%. And I can also stand my ground, which means an unyielding defender, which is interesting, but I do gain stress from that, which I do not want to have. So let's just get, I will strike and never relent, and I now get aggressive attacker, which is really not what I need, especially considering the current situation. The bishop has been swayed. Oh, the war score is going lower. I wonder what's going on with that war. Something going on. Either way, your daughter, hopefully, let me see, to my son. Naturally, it's still 60, so it still doesn't matter. But if I sway you, which is unlikely, but 34, it may do something. I might get a Frank alliance. Oh my god, they're coming. Yeah, that war score is gonna disappear. I really wish my liege wasn't a terrible person. Look at the whoop-ass that they're gonna have right now. Well, admittedly, I'm not helping him out. How is that war score still... What? We have prisoners. We have their heir. What? I can't believe it. This might be a good opportunity for me to strike. Although I don't know what these guys are going to do. They're also besieged. Okay, I'm going to raise my armies. Because it's basically for free. And I have troops forever. How did I have that many troops? I could have even more if I wanted to. So that might mean that these guys are going to leave there. I always have the possibility of getting... I'm gonna need to be very careful. Of getting mercenaries.